Welcome back, everybody, to another UTES stream. How are you guys doing? My name is Eline. I'll be one of your casters for tonight.
And my name is Twist, and I'll be the other one.
Lovely. So today we're going to have another exciting game for y'all. It's going to be round 4 of our Intramurals. And again, this is going to be a best of 5 series. And how about let's start with introducing the teams.
Oh, here we have Bearfoo Club, with a decent lineup of Captain on tank, Fun Police on DPS, Bearfoo on the other DPS, and we Sparkplug and Luffy Lover. We'll be calling them Luffy on the support line.
And in the red corner, we got the IllusionOWs, Laffy on that Reinhardt on tank, Smellusion on the Widow on DPS, and second DPS, we got Genji with Cool Ranch 101 playing that character. We got Ana for support from Computer Out Out, and Carbon on Lucio for the second support. All right, now the teams are out the way. Let's talk a little bit about the layout of tonight's game. So it's going to be a best of 5 series. And of course, you're going to start off with Control, Hybrid, Flashpoint, Push, Escort. And then for the tiebreaker, if we get to map 5, it's going to be on Clash. And just a reminder to everybody who have not yet watched any of our Overwatch intramural streams, we are introducing the hero ban system. Essentially, each team can ban 2 characters per map. So 1 hero per role is the max. And bans are done between maps and after the map has been picked, and they don't carry over to the next map. So you cannot ban a hero more than once in a match. So let's say, for example, you ban a Widow, you can't ban the Widow again. So it's going to be quite interesting and quite fun to see what they are going to play. And speaking of the first one that we have Ilios coming up. Any thoughts on that, Twist? Is that one of your favorite maps, or do you have another favorite?
It's a pretty good map, especially for Lucio and Faraz. You love seeing that. The boops, especially on Well, you love seeing Widow on Ruins, and I'm kind of interested in what to say the bans are, because there's a lot of different options. You can ban Winston for an instance, or you can ban Orisa. Orisa's pretty strong. Junker Queen is also a very strong pick, so I'm kind of curious. I have a feeling that Lucio may be one of the bans tonight. The bans actually have just come in. They are banning Lucio and Reinhardt.
You definitely predicted that. The Lucio, of course, is so strong on Ilio. So with that Lucio ban, it's going to definitely be quite strategic, quite helpful for the other team. And that's from the side of the IllusionOWs. We're just waiting for the bans for Bearfoo team. I'm kind of looking forward to maybe also like another Lucio ban, or maybe even like Tracers. I think Tracer ban might be good too.
Tracer or Cassidy would be a decent ban. If we ban Cassidy, that means Ashe is going to be played, and that means there's going to not be that much Pharah or Echo played at all. But if Ashe or Cassidy is the ban and they don't ban Tracer, that means there's going to be a lot of Tracer in the backline, and that's going to be kind of interesting to see how they run that, with likely an Orisa or D.Va if neither of those are banned.
Definitely. I don't know about maybe if the ban from Ryan, right? Will Doom maybe be played, or maybe even like, I think you said to like D.Va, right?
Yeah, I mean, if they have Zebra OW on one of the teams, then Doomfist is absolutely the play. That character is kind of busted and very balanced if you're very good at that character. But that would definitely be an interesting pick to see from either of these teams running Doomfist, because that character is very easy to shut down because he only has one simple cooldown cycle, and if he screws it up, then he's doomed.
Like its name said, and especially with the Doom character, you can kind of like back the DPSs in a corner, since there's like a lot of like indoor angles or just kind of close corners in general, which kind of be like very, very dangerous for those DPS supports or just squishy characters.
Absolutely, and the other bans have come in from Bearfoo. They're banning Pharah and Brig, so we're going to see a decent amount of Cass, probably Cass Tracer as the DPS line, and I'm kind of predicting possibly just a Juno Kiriko for the backline, because Juno's been really good. If you're not running Juno, I don't know what else you're going to run. And the tank is going to be the interesting pick, because there's a lot of different options. We've only gotten one tank banned, and it's Reinhardt, and Reinhardt's the least played tank on this map. So it's going to be very interesting to see what they do.
And the Brig and Far events, I feel like they're a little bit directed because I personally know that, Computer out here is much of a Far player. So seeing that ban come in is going to be quite fun.
Oh yeah, absolutely. As we're going in now, we're seeing quite a few interesting picks. We're seeing a Hog on one side. We're seeing a Lightweaver. These are just spawn room picks, but if they do come out with this, I'm very interested to see how they play it.
Speaking of that too, let's take a look at how they first approached this. I don't have double here, so I might be a little having trouble casting this.
Okay, yeah, there's the swap to the Monkey Genji. I'm assuming the Sim's going as a Tracer for the IllusionOWs. Yeah, and the Kiri Juno, as I predicted. Both teams running that. Very consistent, very strong support line.
Yeah, both teams are coming in off the rip. First engage is coming in. Fun Police gets a pick off on Lofty, so that means the tank is down, which leaves all the squishy heroes out for play. Blind Spot gets one more onto Carbonatrix and goes after one more to shut them down. And they're just zoning them back as the first point is going to be captured by the blue team.
Yeah, both teams have a very solid comp, but the issue with the IllusionOWs, I'm going to keep screwing their name up all day, is that their Monkey is very easy to blow up because he only has a 1 jump in cooldown and he has no immediate way to get out of danger. And Bearfoo running D.Va, that just blows Monkey up instantly.
Functionally shutting down Computer out. The challenge of the point where we just can't quite touch too much. Lofty gets a kill onto Lofty. And now it looks like Tracer's gonna go for that separate person just trying to get it. Sparkplug gets a kill onto Cool Ranch and 5-player kill streak. Bearfoo fan club is just on fire right now.
Yeah, Bearfoo fan club just playing that D.Va. That D.Va has the ability to go in and out very quickly in a consistent pattern because their CD isn't that long. And then also having Tracer to be able to go in and follow with the D.Va is just very consistent compared to the IllusionOWs because they have just 1 dive and they have to make sure they blow up the target off that 1 jump.
Tracer bomb available, looking for an opening to try to get the bomb down. Bomb sees Computer Owl is down. Lofty in trouble right now, super low, but gets completely shut down by Carbonatrix. Lofty is dead, and now trying to touch the point, 58% captured by Bearfoo fan club. They're still doing such a good job as the IllusionOWs are just struggling to try to touch and capture some percentage on the point.
They got 7%, but that was all they could get, simply because their Winston, I'm not going to pronounce the name, their Winston just instantly blew up after 1 jump, and I think they missed the jump by accident. I wasn't paying too much attention there. Here comes the Juno ult.
Juno coming in, trying to isolate a conflict. Winston is getting lit up by the D.Va. Lofty is running low, and Blind Spot is trying to go in and mitigate some damage from the DPSs, trying to get the Genji, but Genji is just completely deflecting those bullets there. And he's still trying to come in. All coming in. Blind Spot gets on a cool rank. Peter Owl gets a kill onto Fun Police, and Reality also gets a kill onto Lovey Lover. Lovey gets a kill to Sparkplug, and it's a fight on site. Both trying to get control there, and just struggling a little bit, but Lovey is looking to get a tank, and Reality just finished out the picks, allowing the capture to go towards the IllusionOWs.
The IllusionOWs did do pretty well, just kiting that Juno ult from Bearfoo fan club and using their own Juno ult to push back. And generally speaking, Juno ult is really powerful going into a fight. So whichever team has that backing them up generally will win the fight, and that was a very convincing fight win from the IllusionOWs.
They're trying to back it up 26%. He's going to rush coming in. And trying the best. Cool Ranch trying to chase down the DPS and the switching hero. Not quite connecting lots of shots. Stuck on bomb.
Oh my god.
Big Tracer bomb. That kills Rowdy and Carbonatrix, bringing down one of the DPSs and support. And now the rest of the team is getting slowly clean up. Fun gets a kill onto Cool Ranch as Blind Spot is trying to isolate kill. Get the kill onto Computer Owl. Now looking for the kill onto the Winston. Winston goes down. Blind Spot is on fire, capturing a point, bringing it back in favor of the Bearfoo fan club. Overtime ensued, but it doesn't look like there's a lot of time left, and it's going to be a secured objective going towards the Bearfoo fan club.
Yeah, both teams did play pretty well, but IllusionOWs only got to have 1 proper fight win. that got them more than 50%, which is pretty solid, but they couldn't really follow up after that fight win. They just didn't know how to use their ults, it looked like, almost.
And now with the next round starting, let's take a look at what they're starting off. I do see a Widow from Reality right here, but I do think that is a good pick because there's a lot of angles you can shoot from, but at the same time, the Widow's kind of easy to shut down as well.
Yeah, Widow doesn't have infinite or lack of fall-off damage compared to the Overwatch 1 patch that came out recently, so Widow has to kind of close the gap, and but this is Illusion on Widow, and Illusion is a magician on Widow, from what I've seen.
Yeah, I'm definitely looking for those picks and those kills there, especially from those higher angles as well. Both teams are slowly actually making that kind of contact now, fighting for the side. IllusionOWs still on that higher angle, trying to go for a couple picks, and it looks like it's a complete brawl on site there. Tries completely shut him down, but unfortunately, just kind of wouldn't quite connect the shots too much. The rest of the team is there for backup. They're pushing them back, zoning them out slightly, but surely the Kuran just goes down based on the blind spot kill, and therefore it goes down as well from Malfi. Blind spot gets another kill onto his Carbonatrix, as now that point can get contested. 11% in favor of IllusionOWs, but it's not over yet. This has just started, and IllusionOWs is on that higher angle again, looking for those picks with that Widow there, but Lavi is just running them down, just completely destroying the squishier heroes there, and completely zoning them out, pushing them back and allowing the team to get a little bit more space.
Yeah, the problem with Bearfoo fan club's comp right now is that they're very front to back heavy, meaning that they want to blow up the tank and just walk towards the back line. But IllusionOWs just don't have a front line. Their front line is constantly rotating, constantly moving around. Meanwhile, their core is sitting as far back as possible with the Ana and the Widowmaker. The Ana and the Widowmaker are just snipers, so they don't really need to be any closer than they should be. So Winston and Genji are just able to dive the back line and just constantly get picks off here.
Especially with that Winston, right? This more traditional, like kind of a dive comp. It allows for a little more high mobility going in and out of action when necessary, and also the cover fire provided by the Widows. Oh, look at that! Reality gets a nasty shot on the Bearfoo. Bearfoo goes down, and Fun Police is also just getting run down by Lofty. Carbonatrix as well with that help. Lofty gets another on the spark plug, and the Bear fan club is just struggling to even try to touch and take a little bit of control back, as Luffy just died.
Yeah, it's a complete flip from what we just saw on first point, where Bearfoo fan club just were in the dominant position, but now it's Illusion, they're in the front seat, they're driving this car, and they're making sure that Bearfoo fan club won't be able to catch up.
They're not just driving the car, they're completely running it down. Look at how much percentage, 96.97% being contested right now. Blindbox trying to get that out. Gets a kill on the front police, and another on the Blindbox. Carbonatrix gets a kill on the Lofty. And Bearfoo is just unfortunately doesn't quite make it. Objective secured 100%, and Bear family weren't even to capture a single percent on that. What a dominant performance by
the Widow Crutch. The Widow Crutch chat is insane, but Illusion is really good at Widow, so that's kind of what I just expected, but I did not expect Bearfoo to die to their own pulse bomb, to say the least.
It's just unfortunate, honestly. Like, what can you say? You know, sometimes it happens to the best of us, so it's not the biggest of deals, but it was a little bit unfortunate that that happened, but all good. First to 3. Next one, here we go. Let's take a look at the change in the composition of the roster. Let's take a look. So we do have a Symmetra coming in.
Just to TP them out. Illusion is running the same comp over and over again. Okay. Reality on Tracer this time, so a bit of a change.
That ain't broke. Don't need to fix anything that ain't broke, right?
Exactly, yeah.
That's Winston again for that more divey tank there too. Bearfoo trying to get the kill close to that other Tracer. Doesn't quite connect the shots too much, as Fort Ranch is just waiting for the chance to get a pick here slowly but surely, going from behind, flanking them a little bit, trying to get the kill, gets the kill onto Reality with the help of the Tracer, and there we go. Another kill is coming with the Spark Plug by Fort Ranch there. Blind Spot trying to best try and get out of danger, and Computer Out is trying best to hold that upper angle and provide a little bit of support. Lofty gets a kill onto Lofty Lover and is trying to secure that last kill as well. And they're out on the kill on Bearfoo, and again, the IllusionOWs are just completely dominating.
Yeah, again, Bearfoo's fan club. The problem with their comp again is that it's front to back. They want to play in a linear line. They just want to play on the floor. And the IllusionOWs, they have a comp that's able to consistently sit on the high ground and play from cover whenever they want. The Winston can jump up, the Genji can climb. The Tracer has blinks to get away and get onto high ground very consistently. And there you go, Luffy is already down.
Luffy's already dead, as you said, and Blind Spot's now trying to hold back and cap the point. The point is being brought over, potentially contested by the Bearfoo fan club people, as they are now able to capture a little bit of percentage, slowly earn a little bit of control, and they're trying to push down. Pulse Bomb does get full police there, and Sparkplug does get a kill onto Cool Ranch. They are fighting back and gaining a little bit of control, but it's still anyone's game.
Yeah, Fun plays constantly on the soldier. He's allowed to take off angles, but I haven't seen him on too many off angles that have presented any rewarding picks as of recent. They did a lot on first point, and they're just able to pump down on the Winston, but they haven't been able to get any.
Trying to find one. Lobby does get a kill on the Spark. Plug Blade doesn't quite capture anyone. Bearfoo gets kill onto Reality. Lofty Lover gets a kill onto Cool Ranch. And Blind Spot is fighting the other tank there, but it's getting contested 44%. Now it's turning over in favor of the Bearfoo Clan Club. They're able to adapt accordingly and providing them a little bit of the upper hand. They're gets onto the computer out. And Fun Police gets a kill onto the tank. The tank is down, ladies and gentlemen, bringing it to 60% for Bearfoo Fan Club.
Yeah, the swap from the Baptiste over to the Zen has proven pretty tricky here, actually, because that Discord orb just blows up their Winston almost immediately, and their Winston isn't holding that Discord orb for a second to make sure that goes down, because this was a while ago, but Discord orb does not sit on the same target after it's been removed, and the Winston fell into the pit.
Yeah, this Lofty is down again, 81%. Bearfoo Fan Club is slowly but surely running that clock down for the IllusionOWs. They're gonna have this protecting the last engage, the last fight coming up here, as 90% can capture Fan Club. Next fight is coming back with the utility. Bearfoo does find Keeper out there. Ana is down, and still 99% overtime engaged. It's gonna be real hard. Real touch on site. Fun Police and Blind Spot both get one. Lucky gets another one, and Lofty Lover gets Reality, and that is it. That is done there. The Bearfoo Fan Club, they pull it out of the woodwork and win it all.
Yeah, I apologize, Bearfoo Fan Club. I was not familiar with your game. That Brawl comp did work out pretty well for them. They're able to play and make sure that the Ana just didn't get free range and get those anti-nades off that they were getting off earlier. And yeah, it bared fruit for them pretty well here.
Yeah, and looking at this play of the game with that blade, gets one, gets a second one, looking for a third. But that was actually crazy. I'm not gonna lie, I was kind of doubting Bearfoo Fan Club, but they just pulled it out. They pulled it off, especially on that, the second round that we saw. They were really struggling to even capture a single percentage, but they really fixed it up and were able to adapt and were able to pull that third round win.
Yeah, maybe they were right. Illusion has a Widow crutch, because that second point was absolutely dominant from this IllusionOWs, and they just had a Widowmaker that was able to shut down any sort of flank and all sorts of angles and pressure everything on the map. But third point, it was looking towards IllusionOWs, but Bearfoo Fan Club took it back pretty convincingly too, to say the least. Especially with Fun Police just sitting on that soldier, playing on those off angles and just getting picks one at a time. It just proved worthy.
But now the big question is going to be whether the next map on Hybrid is going to be on Eichenwalde. I'm so sorry. I'm definitely butchering that. I'm so bad with it.
And we're in Germany.
I'm so bad with that, bro. It's the pronunciation. I'm so sorry, everyone who's watching. Like, my pronunciation is probably absolutely terrible. I'm just gonna say the castle one, okay? The castle one.
Eichenwalde is a pretty good point here. Depending on the bands, maybe the IllusionOWs just wanted to get that Rhine ban out of the way and hoping that there wouldn't be a Rhine ban on this map, which would be pretty good. I have a feeling that Ram's going to be banned here, Ram and Sigma, because those two tanks are really oppressive on this map, and maybe even a Bat ban to go along with those. In terms of DPS, the ones I'm seeing the most here, or looking to see the most, is probably going to be like Pharah, Ashe, maybe Cassidy, but Pharah and Ashe are going to be the two oppressive DPS. If they aren't banned, we probably will see those, because those two characters are really strong, especially with second point Ike. Okay, we got our first bans from the IllusionOWs, and they ban Ram, which I was right with one, and they ban Genji, which is not surprising to say the least, because Genji has been pretty heavy meta as of recently with the Juno Kiri. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of interested to see what Bearfoo fan club ban here, because now they're down their Ram, the character that won them last map, pretty much. And they don't have that Genji anymore, so they don't have the sudden backline burst and the ability to get out after diving in. So what do you think could come out here?
I don't know. Like honestly, the fact that the illusion house they were able, I feel like the widow was definitely one of those like was really one of that kind of like made the difference in round two, which brought them that win. So I definitely think that maybe potentially Bearfoo being aware of like illusion playing that widow might want to try to focus on getting rid of some of the heroes in his map pool, and that might be a widow pick. But at the same time, like you said, I think Genji is that very popular, a very basic, very regular meta hero that you see will like a lot of people want to ban because it's just so applicable. So definitely think that Genji ban makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm kind of with the Illusion Widow. I have a feeling that Illusion is very consistent and solid on sniper or hit scan characters, so I wouldn't really
Hmm.
be surprised to see either a Widow or even just an Ashe ban, because Ashe kind of functions similar to Widow, and Ashe is really, really oppressive if just left alone and not contested at all. So I'm not surprised. I wouldn't be
Hmm.
surprised if we did see those, but I'm
Hmm.
really curious to see what Bearfoo fan club wants to do in order to shut down IllusionOWs, because they seem pretty strong on the second round of Ilios, but the first one they just did not know how to play the game, and the third one they kind of struggled towards the end. They just weren't allowed to set up. So
Hmm.
I'm kind of curious to see where they want to go and what direction they want to push, or
Hmm.
Bearfoo fan club, what direction they want to push some illusion. Ow. I keep
Hmm.
I keep saying new ones for them, but I want to see what direction they want to push them into, because I have a feeling that they kind of know what the other team wants to play, and they're gonna use these bans to kind of mold their ideal comp that they want to play against.
But just also based on, that last one, we also see, I feel like the Barefoot fan club, they're a little bit more, I won't say not say passive, but I think they're a little bit more cautious of, going for like traditional dive comps or just like kind of overextending a bit too much. While Illusionals, they're a little bit more aggressive in my opinion. So I definitely think that that aggression can play towards, like depending on what heroes they choose, it can like kind of make or break that comp, right? Because if you overextend, it could like it'll put you out of position for backup from your DPS and your supports, especially for the tank players, right? So
Oh yeah,
definitely looking out for that too.
absolutely. This map also plays very differently depending on how you play directly after you camp, because second point is notably one of the hardest points to get through as an
Ooh.
attack. And yeah, here we just got the bans for Barefoot fan club, and they banned
Mm-hmm.
Ashe and Ana. Ashe was one I
You
guessed as well.
Yeah, you are just a little you are just reading the minds of the players and you're inside their brains rent free. That Ana and Ash ban, Ash makes a lot of sense. Kind of what you said too. Got the long range, but also Ash left alone can do a lot of damage there, especially with that Bob coming out too as a secondary kind of DPS or also like even like a help tank a little damage. But it's definitely going to be quite the interesting and dangerous little duo. So it makes sense why Barefoot Fan Club were going to ban on a Nash.
Yeah, I mean, especially computer AOW was getting decent anti-nades on Ana when they were on. I believe they're on Ana for third point and second point. They were getting
Mhm.
some nasty anti-nades, which kind of instantly flipped the fight for his Illusionals. So that Ana ban is pretty good from Bearfoo Fan Club. And the Ash ban, I did guess it. Ash is very oppressive.
Mhm.
Ash has been pretty consistent in the meta, but
Mhm.
that doesn't mean we're not gonna see Cassidy. We're gonna
Mhm.
see Cassidy. We're gonna see Farah, hopefully. We might see a bit of Echo. Tracer might be played. I would not be surprised if we saw a Junkrat. Honest to God, that character plays itself almost.
I don't even want to talk about Junkrat, man. Like I have a personal vendetta against Junkrat players. Like that's just me because I've died too many times to the tire. Okay, so when I see someone play Junkrat, they're my op. All right.
Junkrat is such a fun character. You have no idea how fun he is.
No.
He is so
you
fun.
Are the problem. No, you're part of the problem.
Hey,
you
no, don't say that. That's so mean. What?
No, it's not mean. It's reality. People, true Bearfoo and chat, true players know the Junkrat when you die to the tire 3 times in a row. Okay, maybe it's just a skill issue and I'm the problem.
It might just be.
Still, okay, screw you, man. This is hard. All right, it's hard to go against a Junkrat. Okay, I struggle a lot, especially when I'm playing soldier. I just can't hang it up.
Now we're actually in map 2, and I kind of guessed the Reinhardt coming in, and the Pharah. I did not guess the ball. I did not expect the ball at all. So
the ball is I'm actually not super surprised about the ball, but it is surprising they didn't go for Ryan though. We do see Ryan playing the Ryan kind of very classic, I think, especially on this map here, and the amount of damage you can do with our wall too, there's a lot of tight corners there, and the naval just goes up, rifles up, and he's a little blocking for some damage, but reality gets a kill onto Sparkflood with Locky Lover also getting a kill onto Locky. The Ryan is down, there's no tank, gotta wait. And Locky is now back online. We've got the Hanzo as well for the DPS too, trying to get a little bit of damage come out too. But it's just a little bit hard on that flank side. But yeah, the Ryan is definitely interesting. Blind Spot's now switching back to the Ryan. The double Ryan makes a lot more sense now.
Yeah, I mean, IllusionOWs, they lost her on it really early, but they have spawn advantage, so they're a lot closer to spawn compared to Sparkplug being a Baptiste having to walk all the way from defender spawn. So they're able to come back here.
Super aggressive here. Look how much space they're taking. Look how much control they have over the flank there. Locky doesn't kill. Locky is just going at it. Juno on Locky Lover trying to isolate some of those picks there towards the Squid Heroes. Not quite connecting too much. Locky Lover just gonna kill onto Locky, and Blind Spot gets a kill onto Reality. Cool Ranch is they're just Blind Spot going for that Ryan is just so strong. It's just the meta. I think it's just really good.
I love Reinhardt. That character is so fun.
Reinhardt fan club. Let's just make a team call it that.
Might as well.
Play, right?
Bearfoo fan club. They're running this Reaper Tracer. So Reaper's just gonna play with Blind Spot and just try to blow up whatever they see in front of them. It's just neuron activation. First thing they see is the first thing they'll shoot. Meanwhile, the Tracer's gonna go into the backline and try to finish off anything. Oh my God! Computer OWs already has a window up, and Reality gets a kill with Dragon.
Yeah, Dragon is out and gets one onto Sparkflood. Reality gets another one on Blind Spot as well. The tank is down. Funfully gets a kill onto Reality, just straight it out, which is quite good. Bearfoo now trying to isolate the things going in and out of the battle right now, but he has to kind of back up. But Locky Lover's there for some backup. Bearfoo on computer out. Locky gets a kill onto Funfully as well. Bearfoo is just running them down. Computer out is gone again. Cool Ranch gets a kill onto Bearfoo. All this, but with Locky hot on its tail. Okay, for one person, Cool Ranch does get the kill off with the pause for the ult. Sparkle gets the kill onto the Pharah as well as Hanzo is now trying. Reality trying to isolate from afar. But oh my God,
this is just I love watching this. This is fun. Like I'm watching like the clown comedian just go off right.
They're running it down. Oh my God. Yeah, Cool Ranch gets down there, but so they're out on that Locky Lover.
Enemy contact.
Yeah, Cool Ranch swapping over to. Did they swap over earlier? I wasn't paying attention, but they're on the Cassidy now, and ooh, this is not great in my personal opinion. Because second point, if you're an attack team and you're not already pushed up onto high grounds, it becomes really. Yeah. Lofty Lover just committed to the kamikaze jump, and
Lofty Lover just
it
doesn't
worked
care.
out, and they did not
Gets
get
one,
traded
gets
for
two.
it. So
Bearfoo, they're all getting their shot that he didn't get traded. I thought for sure that was like a kamikaze's dead. Seriously, just the orcs. Blind spot, full ranch, if you had almost fun, but lead spark plus.
yeah, both Reinhardts are going pin for pin right now. I keep seeing each one of them pinned every other time. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, that or just Lofty is one of the greatest Reinhardts to ever exist next to Derpy. Like, you never know. That might just be a thing. Maybe Lofty is actually bumper.
Yeah. That's real choker with the wall coming through. You're out. It's also fun for the correct there is the stun. It's out. Oh my god, blind spot is kind of stuck in this zone, trying to run away, being chased out for the rest of the team. But the Reinhardt kind of out. They're just going at it 1-for-1, Ryan for Ryan. And this is the shadow come through too. Correct is put off the Lofty Lover. Juno is out for the count right now. And the payload is still moving slowly but surely. Correct does get a kill on the there through their great blind spot. Others quickly though get stuck through. Carbon attack gets out. Reality gets killed from blind spot as well. Lofty is just going crazy onto Fun Police. Reality gets a kill onto Sparkle. And they're destroying, they're cleaning up Bearfoo fan club. UTES are doing the most right now. Reality goes down, goes and kills Bearfoo, and that's round 1 complete in favor of the UTES there. Oh.
Counterpin. Yeah.
My god, that was
a dominant performance from the IllusionOWs, because they just kind of walked forward without fear, and it really worked out. They have the Cassidy, who can blow up shield with one right-click roll, right-click again, and they have Hanzo, who just has storm arrows that also blows up the shield. So blind spot is either very low or very low on shield, and both of those things will just mean that Bearfoo fan club has to back up. Versus while they have a Reaper that can't really blow up shields as well as the IllusionOWs DPS. Both teams have a Baptiste, which does also blow up through shields and does a lot of heals, but IllusionOWs just had a better DPS line, in my personal opinion, versus Bearfoo fan club. So let's see what they cook up here, and we see a Lucio.
Lucio is interesting. I was thinking more like a Kiriko, or but like,
I mean, the Lucio is good because it replaces the Juno, because Juno and Lucio work interchangeably, because both of them have a speed. Juno just does a lot more heals. That's why people pick Juno over Lucio, but Lucio isn't a bad character per se. Lucio does a decent amount of damage and is able to 1v1 most of the DPS in the game and played perfectly. So maybe Bearfoo fan club have a comp, and maybe they've practiced this quite a bit. So I'm kind of curious to see what they're doing. But IllusionOWs, they have a Pharah, they have a Brig, they have a Juno, they have a Reinhardt. Most of those characters you don't see traditionally fitting pretty well together, so it just looks like a ranked comp, but maybe they have something planned out here.
You know, I feel like it's just one of those like run it down guys. Let's just go for it. But you know, if it works, it works. I'm not gonna knock on that at all, especially in the Intramurals. Ryan versus Ryan again. Star's coming out, exchanging there. Lofty is kind of low. Cool Ranch gets a kill. Also blind spot. What is going on, Cool Ranch? Oh my god, the therapy because I get the goat. I was gonna mention that, but oh my.
Yeah, blind spot got put on their back and just blew up in the matter of a second. And oh my god.
Back and forth. And look at this movement I see.
Oh my god.
Spark Club and the Lucio pick. Lofty Lover, they're just running it through. Look at this movement coming in from Lofty Lover. Can we talk about this movement? Look at this. What the heck? He's running around. So we're out. Just end up shutting him down. But that's the first point captured off the rip. There we go.
Yeah, they know exactly what they want to do with the Lucio. And the Lucio going in there unironically makes so much space for Bearfoo fan club. They're able to cap so quickly. They have 5.5 minutes on the clock. Oh yeah, absolutely. And Bearfoo fan club, they have neither of these teams have ultimates because how quick that fight was. And it's insane. But I think IllusionOWs have a bit of an advantage here because this high ground again.
It makes sense though because they're just the difference in elevation as well. Like look, Carbon Tricks gets the kill off the Lofty Lover, that's Lucio down. It's just really hard, especially with that elevation difference, where you can get into these positions where it's like just really hard for you to attack, especially person's like so high up. And the person above team can just hide away from the attacks as well. So it's really one of those harder areas to push there. Look at the fights in the second of the game. Has to be careful trying to break that wall. Lofty Lover there with that support guys. They're trying to get the high ground once again. Look at them go all the way up to try to isolate them. Like, oh my god, that was very close.
Yeah, and look at this. Bearfoo fan club have effectively flipped the map onto IllusionOWs. So now IllusionOWs are kind of playing the attack team. And they have to oh, what a block! Oh my god. I was just about to say that Bearfoo fan club has the advantage because they're able to flip the map. Well, IllusionOWs are stuck on the low ground, but that shatter block into the barrage from Cool Ranch kind of secure the win for them. And yeah, like I said, it's the go for attack team push here, and IllusionOWs just proved exactly why it's so difficult. Oh, yeah, absolutely. The ability to kind of fly up and just kind of get these higher angles too. It's just, I think it's the movement is just really, really good. So they're bringing it out and the payload is now being escorted slowly but surely, going past that goal point, which is so infamously hard to get past there. This is really, really good for Bearfoo fan club. Oh my god. Bearfoo gets from the wall. Oh yeah, absolutely. And Bearfoo fan club just played it nice and slow, which they are supposed to do it against the IllusionOWs comp, because the IllusionOWs comp, their Pharah doesn't have infinite fuel, and the Brig will not have infinite packs, right? They're always on CDs, so as Bearfoo fan club just slowly pokes the IllusionOWs out, then it just becomes a little more winnable. Oh yeah, absolutely. Luckily there's a Lucio that Frogger has produced and now exists in the ranked pool, and just to play against because their movement is so good.
Yeah, it's between the Lucios and the Zephyrs. Now I'm getting the PTSD. Now it's really coming out for me too. I'm gonna be coming in trying to isolate one of the gets too. Oh my god, what a huge ult coming in by Bearfoo there on fire. Trying to get the kill. Perfect gets down. Reality is down as well. Lofty is down. Reality and Sparkle on a kill onto Lofty, and they're just finishing it out. What a performance! Round 2 complete. Bearfoo fan club. They're
Oh,
just going crazy.
yeah. I think we still have to give credit where credit is due. IllusionOWs did cut down the clock a lot, especially when Bearfoo Fan Club, they started off capping first point with 5.5 minutes left. Which is pretty good.
Yeah, it's pretty good, but I don't know, that last fight there it was like a very much like a desperate, you know, attempt to try to stop the payload by a little bit more time. But I think maybe because of how chaotic it was at the very last time, and also the people were not responding at the same time, so they weren't really able to touch them by as much time as they wanted, I think.
Oh yeah. I zoned out really quick.
No, you are okay, bro. I would have zoned out too after that fight. Okay, you are okay. Looks like the Ryan's coming in once again. Both teams are tied up right now, and I'm definitely thinking the Juno pick is good. But where's the Lucio? I want that Lucio to come out again. Like I don't know. Lofty Lover was cooking with the Lucio.
I think Lofty Lover has that Lucio as a back pocket pick just for attack, because I feel like on defense, if you die as Lucio really early, you can't really do much, but on attack, your spawn's really close to the point. So there's no reason to worry, but right now we're seeing fairly similar comps, except the DPS line. The DPS line is just different between the two. Reality on the Soch, which Rail Shot does a decent amount of damage, and Cool Wrench on the Mei, which is just a better Widow in my personal opinion. No damage fall off and almost 100% headshot damage right there. Meanwhile,
I do like the Mei because on the wall to push back the other team with the ace, and also just isolating a couple fights as well. Definitely a really good pick, but it depends on competition. Coming out, they're getting pushed back though. They're struggling to hold it back a little bit as you look at that wall. I think those the fights so easily. Funkaboom's coming out with the shots there on the Reaper, trying to go for that flank. Doesn't quite get a pick there, but the IllusionOWs are making some good space. They're making some good progress. Bearfoo does get the kill onto Reality though, so Reality is down for the count.
10 seconds left.
Cool Ranch is down. 10 seconds left on the clock. 5, 4, 3, 2, and a 1. And it's hard. It's just round 3 complete. That was so fast, but what can you do in that situation, honestly?
Yeah, because Cool Ranch was on the Mei, that just told Blind Spot to play a bit slower and a bit further back, and we're seeing a controller diff in the chat. I'm kind of curious if they're a controller player now, but that's besides the point. The Mei existing in the lobby tells Blind Spot that Blind Spot shouldn't walk up too far, or they'll be at risk of getting walled off and absolutely blowing up. So they just played a bit back and made sure that the walls never caught them off guard. Meanwhile, Reality got caught off by Bearfoo on the backhand flank, which kind of just flipped the whole fight and immediately allowed Bearfoo to win that fight.
I definitely think the Mei wall was one of like the deciding factors for that too. You know, able to isolate a hero away from the rest of the team is so strong, and you just burst them to death. And that's definitely the name of the game at this point. And I don't know if that's gonna come out for the other team as well here, but time is ticking. The clock is going to be going down. The defense has got to be prepared in 20 seconds. They got to come up with something, because this is that, you know, the first 2-3, but to me, this is like a kind of a tiebreaker. So
yeah, Lofty Lover is on the Lucio again, like I called. It's their back pocket attack pick. But Cool Wrench is on the Venture. I'm kind of curious to see how they're gonna make this work. Bearfoo's on the Sim, so I have a feeling they're gonna play the Sim and TP out as fast as possible over to the left side. And it'll just allow them to get onto point right away. Yeah.
Definitely think Lover is gonna do a really good job trying to get on the back line, but Bearfoo now trying to help out Symmetra does end up tapping the point. They are contesting it right now. It's just a brawl on site there, and Blindspot trying to focus on the right and away from the shield. It does end up getting them. Reality is that Lofty just goes down from Bunker with Blindspot still on to right there, as Symmetra is down from Reality as well. It's a little bit dangerous right there, and Blindspot just holding it down. Symmetra from like the top of the site there is just really good as well. Blindspot is still onto Reality. And Computer Owl is down from out as well. Lobby Lover goes up to Cool Man. Pumpkin's looking on the Lobby. Barefoot shut down from the trick there too. And the Barefoot Backfield, they are making some good progress there. Blind another kill on the Cool Ranch as well. So this is a really good job being done by the Backfield. And that's it. The Bearfoo Fan Club wins. It's now a 2-0 in favor of Bearfoo Fan Club, and I'm really looking forward to this play of the game. Let's take a look.
Yeah, Lofty Lover probably their first attack going in just nice and deep. Okay.
Yeah, okay, no more of this. Yeah, you just got
okay, I didn't even see this. I did not see this happen. Okay.
You just got missed. You just got bopped. Like, what did you do?
Yeah, bad observer for not noticing that. I didn't even notice it either, but that's amazing that actually happened, and good play of the game there. But
I saw that happen on the kill feed, but I was like,
I didn't even notice.
Like, I saw it happen, but I'm just like, there's no way that just happened. I'm just like, oh, maybe he just got like the kill. Like maybe it was just like a regular kill with the gun, just like but like it was just completely bobbed like 2-3 people off the map is ridiculous. And Lobby Lover was not even acting like a support at that point with that movement going to the back line. He's an assassin. It's a second DPS. Like it's like a third
Lobby
DPS.
Lover was just playing Lucio Surf. I'll just say it right now. They're just having fun. They're just having their silly little time on the walls, Lucio surfing all over the map. They probably practiced this map like 1,000 times. That's why they're so solid with it. But yeah, Lofty Lover probably the one to call the crown the MVP for that map specifically on how well they played there. And I'm going to give credit to Bearfoo Fan Club for using that sim. I think they meant to TP onto the back high ground, but they TP on a point, but they still made it work because that sim TP allows them to reposition so quickly and so aggressively that the IllusionOWs can't really turn instantaneously, especially when the other team's on the high ground that they have. When they're defending, they're just kind of thrown into chaos. They don't really know what to do after that.
It's like thrive in the are you thriving in the chaos, or are you gonna crumble? And I definitely think Overwatch is one of those games where especially you need to be able to adapt to your opponents as soon as possible, or learn from your mistakes as soon as possible, or you really risk losing it all. And I think that's just the name of the game is adaptability. Which team can adapt to the other strategies or the others tactics the fastest, right? And I definitely think Bearfoo Fan Club, they were able to not play as super aggressive as IllusionOWs, but they're able to adapt and learn from their mistakes and learn the weaknesses of the other team a lot faster, which gave them that upper edge, right? And now speaking of the next map, we got Flashpoint, and it's gonna be New Junk City. I'm looking forward to a ball. If there's not a ball in this one, I'm calling BS. Okay.
Yeah. Can we type in chat? Can we get a lore-based character picks, please and thank you. IllusionOWs, they banned BAP and Tracer. BAP, I'm not too surprised, but I'm kind of surprised at the same time. You don't see a lot of BAP on this map, but Tracer makes entire sense because a lot of Junker Queen, a lot of Orisa is played, and the Tracer goes in to play the follow-up into the backline. So Tracer makes sense here. I'm kind of curious on what Bearfoo Fan Club want to ban, and I have a feeling they're going to ban they can't ban Genji, I believe, so they're probably going to go for a tank ban, probably the Junker Queen or even the Reinhardt this time. Are they allowed to ban Reinhardt? I actually don't. They can't.
So okay. Lucio, Rein. So currently IllusionOWs, they have banned Lucio, Reinhardt, Ram, and Genji. So those 4 particular heroes they're unable to ban. So that means Rein is out of the pool, Genji's out of the pool, Ram's out of the pool, Lucio's out of the pool.
Okay.
So that BAP and Tracer ban, it makes a little bit more sense to me. I am a little bit surprised that they didn't end up banning like an Orisa or the Junker Queen or even the Ball, right? Because I definitely think those tank heroes are very, very common and very strong in New Junk City when we talk about playing Flashpoint too. and especially with, you know, in my personal opinion, I think ball is great. Wrecking ball is great on this map, okay? And I'll be very surprised no one plays it because you have that high movement, able to touch point and contest it, and you also be high movement to get away and in and out of danger. So it's just one of those really good picks. And we're gonna have to wait for Bearfoo fan club's bans as well. But to kind of refresh everyone's memories, the bans from Bearfoo fan club were Break, Farah, Ana, and Ash. And actually now the bans are out. It's going to be the Bearfoo family are going to have to. They're banning Venture and Queen. So Junker Queen out makes a lot of sense to me.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Junker Queen is probably, unironically, the queen of this map. Queen is played almost every time this map is played, and Queen is just very powerful as a character. And Venture, I'm not entirely surprised. Venture is pretty common on this map, especially first point is very catered towards Venture's playstyle. Venture wants to force you into tight chokes and just wants to right click you in to the wall and basically displace you, similar to what Ball is very good at. So if Ball did come out, Venture would have been seen maybe, but Venture is banned, so Ball still can't come out. But there's nothing to play follow up for the Ball since we've banned Tracer, we've banned Venture. Genji's the only possible thing there, but that means the backline is extremely vulnerable. So I hope neither team opts for the Ball, but if there is a team that, if one of them do play the Ball, I'm kind of curious what they're going to play with the backline, because there's no other DPS that has decent mobility that will keep themselves alive, besides possibly Soj, but Soj has a one-time CD. So that's going to be your insta-target every single time.
And remember, these bans are like applicable for the rest of tonight too. So for the series, so I wonder if these bans are also our strategic bans. So then, oh, once we ban here, we can't ban for future. And remember, Bearfoo Fan Club, they are on match point. This is the best of 5 series. So if they do end up winning Flashpoint on New York City, that is going to be the end. And here we go into the game already. And it looks like a blind spot is going to go for that initial engage. They're both either really cautious, but it's IllusionOWs again. They're playing down more aggressive angle there too. The Ramontra's coming in, but the Ryan as well. The flashbang Reality gets to kill onto Bearfoo. Genji is down, but they count. Luffy on the Genji on the Reinhardt, sorry, and trying to pin down one of the opponents, but doesn't quite get the pin. But does end up finding a Fun Police, gets the kill onto Luffy. Ramontra blind spot, trying to hold the side and also to cover the team to mitigate some damage and also boosting everything else. Reality gets the kill onto Luffy. Fun Police is kill into full ranch, and it's just a brawl right now as Carbonatrix tries to run away. Fun Police does get another kill onto cool ranch there, and blind spot as well too. The first point is being captured by Bearfoo Fan Club as IllusionOWs are now struggling to try to contest.
Yeah, both teams are going pick for pick. IllusionOWs looked like they had the advantage, but then their Reinhardt jumped in and just got picked off, and it just went pick for pick, trade for trade every single time. This Ram is really strong against Reinhardt because they did a Ram where you could pierce through shields, but it's 2 times damage through shield, but then they reverted it just because, you know, let's have fun. And now Ram is a good pick into Reinhardt, but IllusionOWs have Asher and they have Bob online here, so that burn damage, including with a Bob thrown into the backline, might be able to give them a pick here. But both teams are opting for the Genji here, which it makes sense because the Genji is the only source of backline damage or follow-up just in the game, and Genji and Ash work really well in tandem because of the burn. When someone gets low, you can Ash just here to do that right now against Reality.
And that is why it's really showing the reason why Genji as well as Ramontra, these two Bearfoo and Blind Spot, they're just the kind of good right now, both of them finishing team off. You're really seeing this Ramontra coming in and seeing why this Ramontra is such a good fit into Reinhardt, as well as the reason why Genji is just overall such an amazing DPS. First point you capture in favor of their fan club, as second point is coming up soon. They're just holding that spot, they're holding the control right now, but I'm really looking forward to the one obviously. It's possible right now, but Sparkle also gets brought to Reality. Reality does not have a chance to play because Reality has to defend it absolutely on the sun. The rest is on fire. The honor is down for the count. However, the back of very scared.
Oh my god.
Gets the block out. Bearfoo again, a kill onto Carbonatrix and Reality gets the trade onto Bearfoo, but again, that's just the amount of damage being taken that's been done right now. Bearfoo Flying Club is doing such a good job, not just holding onto the point, but also zoning the opponents off.
Yeah, but Bearfoo Fan Club, they used 3 ultimates to guarantee the fight win only for 20% right now, which looks like an entire waste. And if they realize it, because they're backing off, they're just giving them for free. IllusionOWs did not have to use a single ultimate to take point from 30 when Bearfoo Fan Club has 30%.
Yeah, Reality is really hurt there, but that in the line, okay, that actually goes down, never mind, Bearfoo is
Yeah, I was just saying that there's way too many ults, and I just gave the point for free, but I just ate my words. IllusionOWs have only got 34%. Yeah, they're listening really closely. They might have the stream off delay somehow. I am not sure how that would happen, but yeah, they're playing this really well. And I'm not a big fan of IllusionOWs' backline because the bridge, you know, the right streak is going to be. They're just oh. Yeah, they're listening. Can we check if there's a delay on the stream? Because I have a feeling they're listening to us and doing exactly the opposite of what we say. Because there's no. Okay. Yeah, we're just running the opposite of history. I just don't understand how. As the Nano goes on to Bearfoo and Luffy gets the kill on Luffy Lover. Oh my god! Never meet your idols.
Yeah, they're hearing, bro. Look at this. Yeah, look at this. It's just oh my.
Yeah.
Yeah, Luffy Lover. Luffy Lover gets 4 there. Oh my god. Funkelise gets another into Luffy. Cool Ranch doesn't kill onto Bearfoo, but it's just not quite enough to do as much change as they think. Going to Luxon, they're going to get control. Bearfoo Phantom gets the first turnover in favor of their team. Again, I just think this Rhine is not the best pick right now. I really do think you need a tank that's going to allow to get some ability there. Just because as long as he's able to get really, really good. But it's
Stand behind me, friends!
Yeah. And I don't think the Brig is working out too, because without Brig ults, it's just the Genji's click would get them blade.
mm-hmm.
And Fun Police actually almost has a Reaper ultimate, so I'm kind of curious. They've been having a little bit of fun here, and they're just going into the backline and just ulting. And okay, Luffy just pins onto the Ana.
Luffy just complete frozen on Sparkle, but in reality, very, very, very vulnerable. Severe arrow goes down too for Fun Police. Gohan does get the kill onto Blind Spot, looking for another one. The Blade is online. Luffy gets the kill onto Fun Police there. The IllusionOWs are now fighting back. They're really, really not allowing this point to be taken that easily. I like them not. I love them putting up a fight, and they're trying to adapt as soon as possible. The fact that they didn't change composition, they didn't change the hero up. Maybe they're just getting used to it. There's like, hey guys, maybe I've gotten used to this. Oh my god, there he does get killed too. I was like that. So all good. But I do like how they're playing it. Though I still have a little bit of doubt onto the Ryan. The minute I say that, I'm gonna regret my words.
The IllusionOWs just went, I understand it now, and they locked in and they've captured one.
Match point for Bearfoo Fan Club, but also series point for Bearfoo Fan Club. After, if they do win this, they're going to this next point. They secure a 3-0 over IllusionOWs. So this is going to be another do or die situation. IllusionOWs are really on thin ice right now, and it's really hard. And look at this ball coming in. Blind, look at the as well. Get the onto reality. Ramattra Blind but trying to help, but he doesn't get the lofty. The tank is down, which means it's going to leave Carbon Tricks available.
Yeah, and Bearfoo just actually dies against question mark.
Oh my god, now like looks for one Bearfoo Fan. Beautiful Juno coming in. Here, Lofty, Courant, and Lofty again. They do end up cleaning up the Bearfoo Fan Club, bringing the favor back into their lap. 80% versus 70% now. This next fight could be do or die. And IllusionOWs, they do end up.
Yeah, Juno ult is very powerful because it allows you to sustain and also allows you to do a lot of damage. And the a lot of damage part is really good because it helps you cycle in your ultimates, and Reality has this noon online too, which means that they don't actually need to use it. But if they were to use it, they would probably just use it to make sure that
securing that point 2-2. This is going to be match point for both teams, first to 3, which means this last point, whoever wins this could potentially either bring us into our next mode or next map, or it could just be a clean 3-0 by Bearfoo Fan Club. Again, both teams are desperate for this point right now. So
my god, Bearfoo with the clean down.
Oh my god, Bearfoo does get the kill onto Reality there. Looking for another one. Fun Police does get the kill onto Lofty. That's gonna break a lot of teammates. Very vulnerable. Carbonatrix gets killed to Lofty, but Fun Police and Bearfoo both get their ones from Carbonatrix as well as from their out. And now it's left up for Reality to help contest or regroup the rest of the team.
Yeah, it's Bearfoo Fan Club, and it just looks like Bearfoo is leading the charge here with all these aggressive plays. I think they're hiding. It looked like they were lagging for a second, but I think they're hiding here just to go over with the Nano Blade too. And actually, 5 ultimates for Bearfoo Fan Club. Are they just gonna pop all of them? Oh, here it comes out. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, if that's not played.
Finding some much value. The stun does end up getting a lot. Fun Foods goes down, gets the kill onto Carbonatrix. Luffy Lover does get the kill onto Luffy as well. That means the tanks are down. Bearfoo gets the kill onto Computer Owl. Once again, Luffy Lover and Bearfoo get each of their ones. Another team kill. This is crazy. And that's just a clean wipe. The Bearfoo fan club, they win 3-0. Oh my god.
That last point was so convincing on how they played it, and they played it really, really well. So.
And let's just take a look at this play of the game. Of course, it's going to be Bearfoo. It's got to be that last engage with that Nano Blade, right? Yes, it is. 1, 2, looking for the third, get the third, and then there's going to be a fourth, looking for that fourth as well. Very close. There we go. And that's going to be the fourth there. It's so well played, so well done. And I gotta say, in my opinion, I don't know if you agree, but Bearfoo is my MVP. For this is not just that one last engage, but throughout the entirety of Flashpoint on New Junk City, Bearfoo did such a good job on finding, finding where to engage and where to go in onto those like squishier heroes there, especially when Ryan and Brig were not there to protect the DPSs or the supports, right? And also like knowing when to back off and playing these playing off of the rest of the team and going for those nano blades. The nano blade found so much value, not just that last engage of the play of the game, but also on these previous engages we saw earlier. Like that was really, really well played.
Yeah, absolutely. I would give I think Luffy Lover did really well, and up until map 2 they were looking to be my MVP, but Bearfoo has kind of just proven themselves to be the leader of this fan club themselves. They're leading their own fan club, which is really funny to say out loud. But they showed that they are the commanding dominance in this whole lobby, and they played extremely well and showed why they have a fan club behind them.
But they also have a hate club. I know there's another team called Bearfoo Hate Club, so I really want to see these two teams go against each other. I think that'll be really, really funny. But on the other side, the IllusionOWs also, they did put up quite a good fight. I gotta say, for the IllusionOWs, Luffy was doing quite good, but also Computer Owl was doing a really good job as well on either like the Ana or on trying to kind of play around too, right? So I don't think that it's going to be. It was not like very, very big. It was sweep. It was a 3.
It was not lopsided. It was fairly even, but Bearfoo fan club just had that little bit of push that let them win every single fight. So the score may show one story, but the actual game did show a completely different story.
And you just gotta focus on what's important sometimes. And to help you focus on what's important, BMO has checking and savings account. Aha, the transition. Credit cards and borrowing options specifically designed for students. Plus, get up to 12 months of Domino's Pizza worth $190 with BMO's current student offers. Make sure to visit bmo.com/students for details. And also, guys, make sure to check their gaming channel out. If you guys didn't know, BMO does have a gaming channel. It's a BMO Next Level on Twitch. It's going to be twitch.tv/BMO_NXTLVL. They're live every Thursday, 7 p.m. Eastern, and it's run by the lovely Sean Frame, who is BMO's gaming relations specialist. And Sean brings a commitment to helping viewers achieve their financial goals, and he has a passion for gaming as an active member of the gaming community. And while you guys check them out, we're going to go on a quick little break for a little bit of 5 minutes, and we're going to be right back with the winning team, Bearfoo Fan Club, and the one and only Bearfoo for that interview, so make sure to stay tuned. Welcome back, everybody. Thank you so much for being so patient. We got the one and only Mr. MVP, my goat, Bearfoo, for the interview. Hello, welcome, welcome. How are you feeling?
Bearfoo's feeling great.
Got a little camel, the little bear food there too. And I'll start off with the questions there. What was the strategy going in for the different heroes you guys showed? Did you guys have a strategy in particular, or was it just kind of like play whoever you're best at for like a ranked game almost and just go for it?
Well, Bearfoo always comes up with a strategy. And in this case, Bearfoo's good friend Laufey and the enemy tank is horrible at the game. And so our plan was to beat this guy. He's my friend, so I can say that. Just kidding, I love him, he's great. But Bearfoo's better. So we went on a plan, and the plan worked.
My God, no, that's a mood right there.
Oh yeah, absolutely. My turn with the question. How did you guys have a specific like? Do you guys think it was a controller diff? Because I hear that you guys had two controller players, I believe, or was it? Yeah, it was you
We do
guys.
have two controller players. One controller player is our Rhine or Ram player, so take that as you will. Maybe the controller gives him more buffs for
Oh yeah,
his vortex.
absolutely.
Maybe his ult does more damage. And our
Mhm.
other
Aim
player,
assist.
yeah, exactly. And our other player playing the soldier, maybe he's playing with aimbot, but it's okay. Either way, no matter what, even with the controller buff, we also have a Bearfoo buff because we're all Bearfoo fan clubs, and so
Oh
we're
yeah,
disciplined playing
absolutely.
6v5 every single fight, and that's our buff.
Yeah, you love to see it. I mean, you had the power of the Bearfoo fan club behind you. Does this
I
really
know.
exist at U of T? Is this a real thing? Is there like a shirt? Where can I join?
I think it might have to become a thing. We have to talk with Kirsten about that.
I think it definitely should be. It's very, very entertaining, and I'd love to join that club actually myself.
For
Put the
sure. I
petition
would
in.
too.
I'll
I
sign
would
it.
too.
Put the petition in. I'll definitely sign it 100% though.
Oh, me too. I'll get everyone at York to sign it as well.
Oh yeah, York X UTES, but it's just Bearfoo only. I love it. I love it. But yeah, also the bands, the band system is, I guess, like not as common as other people say. We have the band system has been run in the Overwatch community, at least for the University of Toronto for a little bit now, especially in this intramurals too. So for the band system, did you guys have like were you guys specifically targeting people in particular for the bands? Or like was it like a very strategic way to like choose what heroes you guys want banned? Just like, okay, make sure this one person doesn't have fun, like Luffy, for example. Or was it just like, oh, like these are some meta, pretty like commonly played heroes. So like we'll just choose like the meta ones or what's good on this map? Or was it very much more targeted?
We mostly just did it map based, not really player based. I guess the only player we would not really use it on was would be Illusion, or in this
Mm.
case, I forgot Reality because his account got banned. But it was good for the Widow, and so we thought a little bit about that. But other than that, mostly for map bans.
That's very smart because I know some players or some teams they have a little rivalry between the teams, so they'll like specifically target a
I think
single
the enemy
player.
team used their bans very well. They banned
Mhm.
Reinhardt at the very start for Ilios because they wanted to play Reinhardt to prevent us from banning Reinhardt for other maps, and I think that was a very smart play because Laufey plays a lot of Reinhardt.
But
Unfortunately, it was not enough.
it wasn't enough because you guys did win a 3-0. And I guess the last question I got, for every single intramurals game and every team, I do ask, do you guys have a message? Does Mr. Bearfoo himself have a message for the future opponents that you guys will be going against in the later weeks?
Honestly, it doesn't. My message would be: it doesn't matter how much you prepare because it won't change anything. Because Bearfoo is going to win no matter what. Bearfoo's gonna win. Mwah.
Mm.
Bearfoo is so
Yeah,
good.
everyone hear that. Yeah, guys, remember viewers, okay? We at UTS, we do not condone toxicity, toxic behavior. However, a little bit of competitive smack talk is 100% endorsed. So this is totally okay. Bearfoo is out for blood, and everybody else better watch out. And I'd like to thank so much Bearfoo, Mr. Bearfoo himself, for coming in for this interview. And thank you guys for the viewers for coming in and staying with us until such a late time on a Sunday and watching this game play out. And once again, thank you so much to BMO for being our sponsor, for sponsoring our intramurals, and make sure to follow our socials and follow the Twitch channel if you have not done so yet for more intramurals or for more games coming in the coming week. And yeah, thank you so much, everybody. Have a lovely night and take care.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.